Good morning, aspirants. This is me, Yasmin Gill, presenting to you the MCQs of 15th of December. You can also rate and review the videos on Unacademy and help us in achieving Mission 1000 ratings. And how can you do so? Quickly go on Unacademy's website, search PIB December under it. You'll come across an MCQ course. Just click on it, and under review section, you can give your reviews under write a review as well as give star ratings. So let's begin with a couple of instructions. Do watch the PIB's yesterday's summary. There are a lot of questions from it. Also, once you do complete all your questions, do mention your scorecard underneath in the comment section. So first question, which among them is correct? A. Neem-Rana conference is related to discussions on economic topics. B. It is conducted by National Council of Applied Economic Research. C. Neem-Rana is located in Madhya Pradesh. So there are some topics which I left yesterday intentionally just because I thought of it covering it in MCQ section. So this one and one topic related to cryogenic technology, this will be done in MCQ section. So looking at option here, the first one, it is correct. So is the second one. It is an economic topic based conference, a very popular conference in economics, and this is conducted by National Council of Applied Economic Research. If you look at option C, no, this very popular city, it's a heritage sort of city, Neem-Rana, but it is not located in Madhya Pradesh, rather it is located in Rajasthan. So here we have only A and B as the correct options. And you can also look upon which are the organizing bodies for it. This is particularly organized with an American private non-profit research organization. So this is in collaboration with US. Next, which among them are correct? A. Babatron is an indigenous machine developed by Bhabha Atomic Research Center, Mumbai. It is targeted towards treatment of cancer. C. It uses cobalt-60 as its radioactive source. D. Beta rays are used to destroy cancerous cells. E. Normal cells also get affected by radiation. So looking at options here, the first one, Babatron, it is an indigenous machine. Yes, it is developed by Bhabha Atomic Research Center. B is also correct. So is C. I'm sure you must have heard about cobalt-60 isotope being used as radioactive source. And if you look at D, beta rays are used to destroy cancerous cells. This is absolutely wrong. Why? Because it is not beta, rather gamma rays. They are more penetrating as compared to beta rays, and they are used to destroy cancerous cells. If you look at option C, normal cells also get affected by radiation. Yes, this is true. Normal cells also get affected. So here we have only A, B, C and E as the correct options. Also, the normal cells which do get affected, but they actually recover faster than the radiation from radiation than the cancerous cells. Also, you can learn more about this technology. India has built this technology. It is indigenous, and we are also exporting Babatron to various other countries. For example, we did it to Mongolia and various other countries. Next, which among them is correct? A. According to the laws of thermodynamics, there exists no limit to the lowest temperature that can be achieved. B. Such a temperature is practically, that is the lowest, whichever possible is temperature, is practically impossible to reach because the input power required approaches infinity. C. Russia was the first country to develop cryogenic rocket engines. So looking at option, cryogenic technology is in itself very important because of ISRO's role in launching of GSLV using it. So if you look at options here, the first one, this is wrong. As per laws of thermodynamics, there is a lower limit beyond which temperatures cannot be achieved. So this is wrong. B is absolutely correct. Such temperatures are very, very difficult to achieve. Why? Because then the input power which is required to be given it approaches close to infinity, which is next to impossible. And if you look at option C, no, it was not Russia, rather United States, USA, which was the first country to develop cryogenic rocket engines. So here we have only B as the correct options, and you can look at this particular statement which states that the lowest possible temperature which can be achieved is known as absolute zero. So this is also very difficult to achieve. Next, which among them is correct? This is again related to cryogenics. A. Cryogenic involves use of liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen, whereby hydrogen remains at temperature below minus 183 degrees Celsius and oxygen at below minus 253 degrees Celsius. B. Superconductors are based on principle of cryogenics. C. Magnetic resonance imaging machines also make use of cryogenic technology. So if you have a look at the options, the B and C part of it, they are absolutely correct. Even in superconductors and also in MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, a very popular medical technique, they do use cryogenic because they want supercooled magnets. But if you look at option A, though hydrogen and oxygen are used in it, but hereby the temperatures given are reversed. Hydrogen is more, I would say, it is frozen down to more lesser of levels to hydrogen. The temperature is minus 253 degrees Celsius, while for oxygen it is minus 183 degrees Celsius. So these are the correct options here. So B and C are correct here. Next, which among them is correct? A. FUSL stands for forecasting agricultural output using space, agro-meteorological and land-based observations. B. In it, pre-harvest multiple forecasts are made. C. Weekly assessment of rain-fed, rice, coarse cereal crop prospects at national level is also part of it. So this was basically a technique developed by ISRO for agriculture sector. So looking at options here, the first one is absolutely correct. The full form of FUSL is as given. B. Yes, there are multiple forecasts and this is done before harvesting in order to gauge what can be the possible harvest there. And if you look at option C, now you might think this is wrong. Why? Because it is very difficult to do weekly assessments. But yes, this is absolutely correct. Weekly assessment at that too at national level is done using FUSL. So hereby all of these are the correct options. Also, do mention in the comment section, see this FUSL technology, it is based on remote sensing. Now, do tell which kind of satellites are used for remote sensing. This is a very, very important topic. Next, which among them is then talked about in NCAP 2016? By NCAP, I mean National Civil Aviation Policy released this very year. So, A. All airlines can now commence international operations provided that they can deploy 20 aircraft or 20% of total capacity, whichever is higher. B. The policy has scrapped 520 rule. C. It talks of increasing domestic passenger traffic by 4-fold. D. Regional connectivity scheme is proposed by way of viability gap funding, VGF. So looking at options here under National Civil Aviation Policy, this is important. This is to boost regional connectivity as well as develop our aviation sector. So hereby they asked which among them is not talked of. So hereby whichever questions options are given, all of them were the ones which were proposed in National Civil Aviation Policy. So all of them are correct and here none of these is the correct option. So do look at this 520 rule. This was for domestic airlines who want to operate internationally. Earlier this was the rule, I think, whereby they required I think 5 years of experience and 20% of something aircrafts linked to it, but now they have scrapped this rule and came up with the option which is given in A part. So here we have all of them is the correct option. So therefore overall which of them is not correct? None of them. And you can also follow this PIB's link related to same. Next, which among them is correct? A. Pawan Hans is a Maharatna 1 category PSU. B. It is a helicopter service company based in New Delhi, India. C. It is often engaged for providing services to various state governments in India, particularly in Northeast India and islands of India. So option check. The B and C part is correct. This is a PSU which is based in New Delhi, and yes, it usually provides service to Northeast, Andaman, Lakshadweep, etc. But if you look at option A, this is not a Maharatna PSU, rather it is a Mini Ratna PSU. So here you have only B and C as the correct options. Next, which among them are true? A. Ordinance giving power of president is coextensive with law-making powers of parliament. B. It is a parallel power of legislation. C. President's satisfaction on the same is justiciable. D. It is a discretionary power of president. So quickly looking at options, the first one is correct. Yes, coextensive. Whichever subjects parliament can form a law over, the same subjects even president can give an ordinance over. And if you look at option B, this is wrong. It is not a parallel power. In place of parliament, president cannot formulate laws. It is just related to certain circumstantial, I would say, situations whereby due to some circumstance, if whereby houses are not in session, thereby president can bring about an ordinance. It is not a parallel power. And if you look at option C, president's satisfaction is justiciable. Yes. Do mention in the comment section which was the case whereby this satisfaction of president became justiciable or can be questioned by court. If you look at option D, this is a discretionary power. No, this is wrong. It is not discretionary. Rather, it is exercised on the advice of Council of Minister as usual. So here we have only A and C as the correct options. Next, in which of these cases can Parliament make laws on state list? Article 249, 250, 253, 252, 357. So this is again very important. So looking at options quickly, in all of these cases we have the situations whereby Parliament can form. There are only 5 situations whereby Parliament can form laws. Do check out all of these articles. If you can, do mention it in the comment section so that other people can also get to know about it. So hereby in all of these situations, yes, Parliament can formulate laws on state subjects. Last very easy hit. Jhuming is a shifting cultivation in northeast India, southwest India, southeast India, northern India. So the correct answer to this is northeast India. So that's it. Thank you so much.